Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat on the way in. I would just like to say this. Welcome to Dade County. Welcome to the Trail 5. What you thought? What did you think? Welcome to Dade County. We eat your little fake friendships up for fun. We eat that little Midwestern, Northeastern money. Well, and the Northeast is supposed to be the place for money, right? Y'all supposed to be the money makers. We eat all that little fakery up, all that little black capitalism. Oh, that's cute. Come over here to Miami. Let's see if you really about it. Oh, you think you cute? You think you're attractive? Come over here to Miami. Let's see if you're really about it. Welcome to Dade County. Palm trees, beautiful women, and crushed friendships. Shout out to LA, the other city that crushes the friendships. Beautiful beaches like Miami, beautiful people like Miami, and failed friendships because y'all are fake as hell. You could be fake in your fake ass New York City. Bring that over here in Miami and get exposed. Right? Shout out to Charles Faulkner Jr. that calls us the Plastic City. Yeah, but we'd be exposing all the fakery. Okay, so let's get into some seriousness. These people are horrible friends and they're horrible intimate partners. What did we think? When Mr. Z tells y'all their friendships don't last more than 5 years, what did y'all think? This one got an extended stay of 3 years, and you see how it ended when money got involved. When money got involved, you see how quick that friendship ended. Right? All of that talk. So let me get this right. Black men are supposed to make wives out of women that can't even be friends with each other. Can't even be partners. I didn't say partners. I said partners. Can't even be loyal to each other, but we want these women to be loyal to us. And these are the women that claim all these fake feminist tenets. They can't even be friends for 10 seconds. $700 breaks them up. $700 causes them to fight. If you don't drive, right? These are the people that black men are chastised for not marrying. Can't even be friends. And shout out to Toya for peeping. Drunk as hell. First of all, trying to hide the pain of you being or you being in Miami and getting G-checked on where you really rank in the beauty standard of things. Welcome to Dade County, by the way. So you getting drunk as hell. This also speaks to women actually wanting men to pay their way through life. You come to a foreign state, right? A foreign city, expecting to have your way paid through. That's why you left where you were with no money. You left where you were with no money because you expected men to pay your way. That's not just a club thing, that's a life thing. That's why women are so pissed off right now. Yeah, they're getting their education. Yeah, they're making their own real money. Yes, a few of them are putting in some real hours at work. It don't matter. They still want a man to pay for everything, as evidenced by this. And shout out to the young lady, the black Nigerian descent young lady. No, in South Florida, in Miami, yes, it's heavy Latina bias. But guess what? We like us a black women too, and we like dark-skinned black women too. Y'all don't hang out in them spots. That's another thing that black women are exposing about themselves. They don't hang out in the spots where the black men like black women, even dark-skinned black women. Y'all hang out in the spots where they don't like black women, and then y'all get mad that they don't like black. Let me say that again. Black women have a tendency to try to force themselves on other people, and when it don't turn out the way they think it should, shout out to Chrissy telling black women to go to PWIs, and then the black women that go to PWIs ain't getting checked by the white dudes. Yikes. Black women, that feel insecure, that have an inferiority complex, tend to want to force themselves onto non-black people. And then when those non-black people aren't interested, then somehow it's black men's fault. Yikes. So you come to Miami, you hang out where the money is and where the Latino money is, where the foreign money is, where $10,000 is a joke. I had people I know that spent $50,000 in 2 weeks coming to Miami during Memorial Weekend over a decade ago. So make that 50 like 60 or 75 now, right? So y'all try to force yourselves onto non-black people, and then when they rebuff you, or when they ignore you, or when they're not checking for you, or when you're not their beauty, when you don't fit into their beauty standard, now you're getting drunk and throwing up and exposing yourself because you're that fragile. And y'all like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. Welcome to Dade County. When Mr. Z was in his early and mid-20s, I went to South Beach like I lived there. I was going to South Beach like I lived there. Somebody got $20 in gas? Yeah, okay, we out. Window shopping and window shopping for women. We know all the little back blocks to get on the South Beach. We know all the archetypes. I have friends that could tell you what region of the planet somebody's from because we go to South Beach so much, we're so used to different type of accents. Right? And these are the people from the States. They come to Miami with what, $200, $500? You coming to South Beach? Try again. And you're a woman, and you're a tourist, and you know you're gonna want to buy stuff. Oh, I forgot. The men are supposed to be the ones buying everything. Yikes, my bad. I forgot. Fortunately, baller Latino dudes, that's visiting, the white European guys, the women coming from other countries, they're not really interested in black women, particularly dark-skinned black women. That's not a black man thing, not in Miami. Go check Trick Daddy's wife. Go check some of Rick Ross's ex. And Dade, we date women. We date dark-skinned black women. We marry dark-skinned black women. We marry heavy-set dark-skinned black women. Not good intimate partners, not good girlfriends, not good they're also not good friends to each other. That's something we have to be honest about. That's why you see their relationships dissolve the way they do, both intimate partners and friendships. These people are horrible. They're not just bad intimate partners. They're not just bad girlfriends and wives. They're bad friends. Y'all need to try to put a spin on it. No, y'all got to say it for what it is. When you raise a group of people that they are beyond reproach, that the world revolves around them, then that's what it really is. And it's not just when it comes to their relationships with men, particularly black It's also their relationships with women, particularly black women. We have raised a couple of generations of black women that they're never wrong, or that the world should give them understanding when they mess up, that they deserve grace. Grace is great. Shout out to Kim Foster. Grace is great if you can get it. If you can get it. But these people be insufferable and then demand that the world bends to their will. These people be as wrong as two left shoes and demand that the world bends to their will, and get mad when it doesn't, and then compare themselves to white women. Well, y'all do it for white women. Go ask white women. Two people broke as hell traveling. And then have a falling out after the fact because both of them are broke as hell. Coming to Miami trying to front. Thank God it was two women. Imagine if a man was somewhere in the mix of that story. You trying to tell me both of them wouldn't put it all on the man? Black man? Thank God there wasn't a black man nowhere near this story. Because you gotta know, okay, yeah, me and my boyfriend are going, oh, you're gonna be our third wheel? Okay, cool. Fast forward, oh, he tried to touch me, oh, he tried to hit on me, or he got physical with me when me and her got into it. You know, somehow it would have been that black man's fault. Somehow. Thank God there's no black man nowhere anywhere near this story. Because somehow it would have been the black man's fault. These women can't even be friends with each other, and they're telling us to turn them into wives. They're telling black men to turn these women into wives when $700 breaks up their friendship. You know, Roger has a point when he says, no, it's not men that are socially awkward, it's women. All this talk of emotional intelligence. You got a drunk friend and y'all still trying to go out. Again. You down for the all-white party, you just waiting for her to sober up a little bit. And yet black men are the ones that lack emotional intelligence. Yeah, that's it. What about that situational awareness? Yikes. Right? These are the people. Like I said, the internet, shout out to Mr. Z. Let me pat myself on the back. Like I said, the internet will expose us all. No, in reality, we will expose ourselves on the internet. These people are going to continue to tell you their stories while they're trying to be cute in the mirror. Shout out to Toya. Yeah, I peeped that too. Just doing too much. Because everybody's trying to be some reality TV show star. So let me tell you about my drama, because that's all they talk about on those reality TV shows. So let me tell you about my relationship drama while I try to look cute and sexy in this mirror. And so she tells you this story, attempting to garner some sympathy. Essentially telling you two somewhat kind of sort of friends, associates, not really because they didn't see each other for 4 years, but okay, cool. Go out of town. Both of them are broke as hell. One going to get her money, the other one trying to get a man. Probably both of them trying to get a baller man, honestly. And when the baller man don't show up, everything falls apart. Sounds familiar. Sounds like your standard issue Western woman. Baller dude don't show up, the whole world ends. And mind you, this young lady, did she say she was in med school or something like that? shout out to all you feminists, all of you intersectional feminists. I had a great idea. We'll open up the world so that women can make their own money, and then they won't keep on looking for men that make all the money. 50 years later, baller women still looking for baller dudes, or dudes that make even, or excuse me, dudes that earn even more than they do. Great experiment. It failed. Great experiment. It failed. Right? So, you can't even be friends. Black men have friends, real friends, for decades. Y'all count. Somebody here tell me, count how many women have had friends for 2 and 3 decades. Real friends. Now, apparently, the young lady was saying homegirl had another friend that she knew for a couple of days. So maybe there's some exception in that story. Right? Thank God there was no black man anywhere near this story. See, what's interesting about these conversations, particularly on the internet, particularly because they've been democratized because of the internet, and now these people are not coy enough to kind of, or they don't realize what they're actually saying in the grand scheme of things. It's really hard to make it seem like it's really all black men when we continue to hear women tell these stories about each other. And all you got to do is just draw the line across to, okay, y'all can't even be friends with each other for too long, and yet you want men to go to distance in a 3, 4, 5 decade long marriage. Y'all can't even y'all can't even stay friends for a decade, and yet a man is supposed to turn this person who can't stay friends with another black woman, not even another person, not even just another woman, another black woman, oftentimes who grew up in the same type of neighborhoods or had the same type of experiences as them. Y'all can't even make that work for a decade. And yet a man is supposed to turn you into a wife for 3 and 4 and 5 decades. Y'all are mean to each other, catty to. I've been around women. I've seen women give each other some of the craziest looks, say some of the most insane things about each other, be extremely catty, and no, it's not limited to just uneducated black women. Stop it. Educated, well-to-do, upwardly mobile black women do some of the most insane things, try to destroy each other, and always give themselves a way out. Always some plausible deniability. Both of them trying to jockey for top victimhood position. Right? And then this same woman, then gets to come out here in the real world, in the dating world, and then say, I can't find me a good man. Ma'am, you don't even have friends. You got little associates, maybe little work partners. Y'all going happy hour. Y'all might have drove in the car together going somewhere. But we let that same woman who has horrible relationship with her actual biological sisters, has a horrible relationship with her mother, doesn't have any friends, or has one friend that's barely holding on because she has her own interest in that friendship. We let that person come out here in the dating world and then tell us how horrible men are. Y'all can't even ride with each other for over a decade. Catty, mean, spiteful, vengeful, childish, the emotional intelligence of a baby, of a toddler. Actually, I'm insulting toddlers. Sorry, toddlers. And yet black men are the ones with no emotional intelligence, right? Black men hurt your feelings because black men make colorist jokes. Black men hurt your feelings because if they don't find you attractive, they just ignore you. How many of us have actually had a conversation with women about their relationship with other women? Platonic relationships with other women. We already know what their intimate relationships with other black women is like. It'd be World War III in that house. So let me get this right. Horrible friends to each other, horrible intimate partners with each other, right? Check that DV rate for same sex loving black women. And then divorce rate from black men of what? 80%? 70%? These same people didn't turn around and brag about how long and how low the divorce rate is with them and white men. Maybe that's the goal. All black women need to try to be friends with white women because y'all will check yourselves because y'all know the power dynamic over there. Them white women that eat y'all alive. And then go marry the white dude because you know the power dynamic over there and you ain't gonna try to divorce him anyway. Short of him trying to, literally delete you. And maybe you'll still try to stay. So maybe that's the goal. Maybe and run. So shout out to the brother the Raj report. He has a point. The black community belongs to black men. We need to keep this over here. Black women, you get vetted by black men. The ones that are decided not to be great people, you don't go over to the white society. Go make friends with white women. Once again, because the power dynamic, you'll continue to check yourself, and go marry white men because once again, the power dynamic, and you'll check yourself. Right? Maybe that's why. Well, we already know that's why y'all put on that fake Valley Girl voice or the interview voice, right? Around those folks because you actually respect them. You respect them enough to actually show them a bit of kindness. Because you're not showing yourselves any kindness. You're not showing black men any kindness. You're not showing black children any kindness. $8 years, destroyed over $700 from successful women, mind you. And I'll pause right here. Give me a second. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, so I guess I'm still waiting. Um, okay. Big Kev says all they do is lie about being oppressed by black men, essentially, right? And these stories will expose how much they can't even get along with each other. They can't even be friends with each other. Their friendships, explode in great fashion, right? Disintegrate in great fashion. And yet these people claim that we ain't ish. These people. These people will turn around and break up with their boyfriends and talk about him like he's a dog. Halle Berry, anyone? Claudia Jordan, anyone? Vivica A. Fox, anyone? Lisa Ray, anyone? That Queens and Cocktail clip, right? Where they're speaking about how they're always the ones that have to settle, how guys that are barely fives think they have the balls to approach them, and yet these same women can't be friends for too long. You know, y'all. I'll pause right here. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. Hysterical. This time I am actually at Popeyes. Better you hysterical. Today I am actually at Popeyes. No, Detroit, not every day. Hysterical. Yeah. So well, I guess I'm waiting for my food now. So yeah. So you know, it this needed to be said. These stories need to be exposed. Shout out, like I said, shout out to Yachty for trying to remix this. Now y'all just be mean and bad people to each other, and then mean and bad people to men, and then mean and bad people to the children. All we're finding out with these stories is that women or black women are just human beings. They're just people. Thank you. And that many of the stories that they've been telling about and against black men for the past 40, 50 years in mainstream media was just that. It was a PR campaign against black men. That's all. White society gave them the microphone. White men gave them the microphone and allowed for them to be the colonizing agent of the black community using horrible PR towards black men. That's all. And now what black women are telling you is that they can't even get it right with each other. They talk about, oh, look at y'all unaliving yourselves. Ha 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 ha. Right? Look at the homicide rate amongst black men. Ha 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 ha. Right? That's how they make fun of black men that are often either in gangs or committing illicit activities. Street guys. Black men, everyday black men can get compared to street guys. Street guys with multiple kids from multiple women. Street guys that's out here living by the gun, dying by the gun. No, black men aren't comparing black women to your lesser, to the worst of you. These are regular black women, arguably successful black women that can't even stay friends. We're not always comparing you to the most hood ghetto women. No. Everyday, regular, smegular black women that can't even stay friends. Educated black women, non-educated black women with jobs, black women with careers, black women that are unemployed, stay-at-home moms. How many straight black men tell you, man, I don't hang around with black men? Think, right? Right? How many black men come out their mouth like that? I don't hang around with black men. Now you compare that to how many women, straight black women, that tell you, yeah, I don't have homegirls, I don't have friends, I don't have black friends. Excuse me, I don't have girlfriends. Right? It's not a sign of pride to for black men to tell you how they don't have male friends. What? Straight black men tell you that they don't have male friends? But many black women will tell you that they don't have homegirls. They don't trust women. Why? What is the patriarchy? Shout out to Kim Foster. Shout out to Khadijah. Why don't black women like to be around other black women? Internalized misogyny. Shout out to Obsidian. Yeah, they say that a lot. Yes, they do. Or is it that y'all haven't been socialized how to socialize with other people outside of your own head? Is that what solipsism look like when women interact with other women? When black women interact with other black women? When the world doesn't revolve around your imagination, in your slights, in your issues. Can't even stay friends for a decade plus. See, black women could get away with being mean to other people, black women could get away with being mean to black men, right? Because our society has decided that, yeah, it's probably deserved. But can black women get away with being mean to other black women is the question. Catty and mean and insufferable to other black women. What does it look like when two insufferable people become friends? Right? What does that look like? And I think what we see here is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. So this story was interesting because, first of all, the young lady was trying to look cute in the mirror. She's older than me. I don't know. 38 years old. So this happened, what, in 2017, 2018, right? I think the story spans about a year and a half, maybe two at max. So 2017, 2018. So she's 38 right now. So we're saying, let's say she was 36. Well, no. We're 2023. What am I saying? 6 years ago. So you're 32 years old at the time. You're 32 years old at the time. So 32, 33 years old, you are an adult. You are an adult. Playing these petty games with another person, with another adult. Now you're 38 and you're still speaking about the story like a child, like a teenager. What is it about these emotional highs and lows that get y'all off? This is the same reason why y'all like all of these fake loser reality TV shows, air quotes, reality TV shows. What is up with this, like, constant need for this emotional dope? You can understand why men in prison and always fighting each other and whatever. They're locked. They're stuck in a jail cell. Why are women that are free in the free world? Why do y'all do it? Thank you, Detroit. Can they get away with being mean to white women? No, no. That's why they check themselves when they're around them. Unless they're trying to get physical. Now, if she trying to be in a fight, yeah. If she knows she gonna win that fight, maybe. But in corporate America and all them other spaces, unless she a boss, no. Hell no. Everybody know what the hierarchy is. We all know. Everyone knows what the hierarchy is. We like to pretend like we don't know in America. Shout out to Richard Reeves, Dream Hoarders. He said it. Yeah, I'm from a monarchy, but at least we go up and down in class. We have more, upward and downward mobility in class. In America, they give you the thin veneer of all of that. And they're really not about it. Right? Y'all like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. And shout out to the Roger Report. Great coverage. I know he had to, oh God, he had to listen to Yanni talk. Wow. Right? At least, well, her commentary was mainly in the very beginning and then at the very end. Right? So he didn't have to torture himself too bad. Right? Mr. Z's used to it, Roger, if you're gonna start listening, bro, I don't got a therapist, right? You might need a therapist in Chicago. You're gonna start listening to these crazies. Right? And better question is, can their friend tell them when they're wrong? How many of them fall out because of it? But you don't got no ego though. What, man? Look. So what's interesting and great comment, better you. No, their friend can't tell them they wrong. Look at Kim Foster getting worked up about Brittany Renner, a woman she doesn't know. Talking about, hey, yeah, you might want to go to the gym. Yeah, you might want to admit to yourself that you were wrong. This lady wants it's not grace these people are looking for. They're looking to get over. They're looking to step on people and then still get, air quotes, forgiven. Have people understand them. Or just have people turn away and give a blind eye. Right? No, they can't have their friends tell them the truth. This lady getting worked up because Brittany Renner told women to go to the gym, and Miss Brown Sugar agreed with Brittany Renner. She want Miss Brown Sugar to turn on Obsidian for her. So if you have an issue with random women you don't know telling you something that you don't want to hear, I could imagine if a friend says something to you. Right? Can a friend tell you the uncomfortable truth? How does dress look on me? Horrible. Right? How these jeans fit, girl? You know you too big for them. What do you think about this guy? I don't think it's gonna last. I think you're with him because you're desperate, or I think he's just with you to smash. Right? You know what? You're mean. You don't have a man because you're mean. Can a woman tell another woman that? Can a woman look another woman in the face and say, you know why you don't got no man? Because you're an a-hole. Right? You don't have a man because you're an a-hole. The men that would deal with it, you're going to resent them. And the men you want ain't going to deal with it. Right? And K-Dot says, did you see Vincent's the Vincent dude's live stream yesterday? No, but I know Gender War Lore posted a piece of it, so I'm gonna watch that probably in a little bit, and you know, I'll probably come back later on tonight and give my commentary on it. So yeah, right. And Detroit says those jeans outburst and demolished by her booty. Man, the whole muffin top thing, right? I mean, do we have to start naming them? April Ryan, right? Iyanla Van Zant, right? Do we have to start naming all the women that interact with black women and after a while say, yeah, I can't do it, I can't take it, they don't want to hear from me? You got this therapist talking about protect black women means also protecting black women from black men. Who's protecting black women from black women? Yikes. Who's protecting Lisa Leslie from Gayle King? I wasn't supposed to say that. Huh? That's a perfect example of a black woman trying to press another black woman to give her a particular answer about how horrible a dead black man was. That's a perfect example. Tell me how horrible, tell me how creepy he was. Tell me that he used to send you, even though he was married, try to send you to get the numbers of other women. We saw that interview, and when Lisa Leslie said, no, actually, Kobe was pretty chill. Gayle King pushed for a particular type of answer from Lisa Leslie. Right? So, no, shout out to Better You. No, these women can't tell their friends the truth. That 5 year long relationship, that friendship is only gonna last a year. If even they start telling each other the truth, they'll be fighting each other in the streets every day. Oh, wait a minute, they'll already be fighting each other in the streets. Yikes. Right? These people are mean, they're catty, they're petty, they're traveling with no money. These people are, let me get this right. Weren't y'all just making fun of the couple of passport bros that go overseas with that much money? But they're going by themselves. Y'all are going out with friends with no money. Neither one of y'all got money. One owe the other one money. One gotta watch the other one eat while the other one don't eat. What? But remember, black men, you're the one who ain't ish. Remember that. You're the one who's colorist and sexist. Remember that. Remember that, black men. Right? Remember that. And all Mr. Z is really trying to say is we have not socialized these people to be accountable and responsible for their personalities and the outcome of their worldview and their personalities. That's all Mr. Z is saying. I'm not saying black women are particularly evil. I'm saying when you socialize a group of people that they're better than their male counterparts, and when you socialize them or you allow them to be solipsistic, what ends up happening is on the back end, trickling down from that, is they can't even be friends with each other. Even when you remove black men from the story, when you remove, notice No black men near this story except for the what one or two guys that helped her drag homegirl out the water or help her drag homegirl around the hotel or whatever it is. But outside of that, no black men part of this story. That was beautiful to know. Beautiful. You can't blame black men for this one. So now what y'all gotta say, and that's why you hear some of the most extreme divestors say divest from the entire black community. The most neo-Nazi racist divestors are saying divest from the entire black community. Oh, I'm sorry, they call it the what? Blackistan, right? And Victor Creed says black women are mean to each other to keep the trauma bonding going. If one is off code, it throws off their narrative. There was a video, and I didn't download it. I don't know if my girl sent it to me on. I don't know if it was my girl or one of my friends that sent it to me on Instagram, and it was kind of a skit. It was somewhat funny, and it was just like when the homegirl circle or when the friend girl circle doesn't have their man to complain about or something like that, and it just showed a bunch of black women, younger black women, just eating their lunch. They were at like a brunch, one of the things they do, and they're just all eating and it's quiet, and all you could do is hear them chewing. Or was it like no? The title was actually like when all of our men acted right, or something like that. Like when all of our men acted right, this is us eating lunch, or this is us at brunch, or something. It was one of those type of taglines, and all they were doing was just eating. Exactly. So to your comment about trauma bonding, Vic, yeah, exactly. They don't have nothing to talk about if they're not talking crap about us. Y'all see Mr. Z's hangouts on Sundays? We talk politics, we talk history, we talk about space, right? Art New Style got a whole channel dedicated to video games. I'm sorry, not Art New Style. Artisan MC has a whole channel dedicated to comics, video games, anime, movies, right? We got Alonzo talking about finances. Shout out to Erica Williams also. But there's not that many Erica Williams. What's the sister that do the book reviews? There's not that many of her either. Most of the black women channels are either makeup stuff or gossip stuff or black men ain't ish stuff. Somewhere around there. Meanwhile, you got the brother with the millions of subscribers that do the tech stuff. Millions of this dude is so big he was on Joe Rogan. Right? You got Neil deGrasse Tyson. Right? You got brothers all that make content about everything. One brother I was watching that was giving the backstory about Storm and whatnot, and he's into the comics, and come on, man. Giving you the backstory about what makes Storm so great, Omega level mutant and all this other stuff. Black men are all over it. How many black women can say that? They range the gamut. Because if it's not drama or trauma, and now they really trying to live some reality TV life thing in real life. And that's one of the reasons why this story went viral. Because it's wait, reality TV show stuff in real life? Her homegirl did what? Her friend did what? She said what? They did this in Miami? Come on, man. This thing is lame. This is don't call us socially awkward no more. Don't call black men socially awkward anymore. Don't say anything about us lacking emotional intelligence anymore. Right? And Detroit says, meanwhile, they got a black man living in China and Japan, has nearly 400 subscribers. What about the brother? He been in Japan for at least 2 decades, maybe longer than that. He's like, at least at one point he used to be all over their commercials and stuff like that. Come on, man. Jay Stone said, look, my mountain bike channel is just about 6 months out. And that doesn't mean black women are incapable. It just means that they put their energy in other things, like talking crap about black men, or about each other, or about how horrible the black community is, or calling the black community Blackistan, or kissing white rear ass. I said rear ass. I want to say rear end and ass at the same time. Kissing white ass. Or putting on some fake Valley Girl voice. Doing their best rendition of the vocal fry. Or the interview voice. Right? Or telling white people how horrible black men are. It's not that black women are incapable. Clearly, at least the young lady that was telling the story is successful in her own right. That means you have some type of stick-to-it-witness, some type of discipline. But then how you balance that out is with all of these emotional highs and lows, with friendship drama, with men drama. Right? You know, this drama stuff is ridiculous. Friends destroyed over $700. Right? In a trip to Miami. Welcome to Dade County. Welcome to Dade. Welcome to the 305. Welcome to Dade County. Y'all going to clubs where it's all about the racially ambiguous or light-skinned black women or Latinas, mainly the Latinas, and some of the European-looking, right, or just straight-up European, slim, no shape having white women, and then y'all wondering why they ain't buying y'all drinks. Man. Y'all nowhere near no black people, and one of y'all, why y'all not getting no drinks bought for y'all? You know? And on that note, let me make my quick abrupt ending, right? Y'all like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. Well, like, share, subscribe, I guess, for the replay squad, hit the thank you button. Love, peace, and chicken grease. I'll pause right here. You know, I'm gonna finish listening to Roger's show, and then I'm gonna listen to this artard Vincent LeBeau, and you know, I might come back tonight with some commentary on that, and y'all look out for that. Yeah, right. Because I saw it. Why aren't black men doing more, or why aren't white men doing more for black women? This is going to be interesting because we know, you know, where this is going to go, right? I'll just put a guess out there, and then I'll listen to it and see how accurate I am. You know it's going to get violent, right? You know somehow it's going to get to either violence or using the law to crush black men in particular, like we haven't been doing that already, right? Or using the social atmosphere to crush black men in particular, once again, like we haven't been doing that already. Or using the atmosphere to, but now neglect black men. Wait, oh, well, once again, like we haven't been doing that already, right? So you know that's where it's going to go, right? So I'll pause right here, truly. Exactly, Trell. Dub, because white men are better for black women. If she can get him. If she can get him, then she can brag about her low ass divorce rate with the white dude, etc., etc., etc. But anything short of that, yikes. So you see me? Come on, let's stem the herd, y'all. Yep. Yeah. For those of you that missed it, on one of the lives that Miss Victoria LeBeau and Mr. Vincent LeBeau had, one of their subscribers that was on said, "Yeah, let's thin the herd." Particularly speaking about black men. Yeah, we're full on eugenics now. As a matter of fact, in Mr. Vincent LeBeau's community tab was a comment about eugenics and saying, okay, yeah, it was a little dirty, and I think I don't know if he mentioned Hitler or the or the Nazis, but essentially like, yeah, okay, yeah, it has a little bit of stain on it, but you know, it's not really a bad thing. Yeah, we're there now. Shout out to PK Angel, he said it. PK called it, Mr. Z called it. I think Nameless called it too, and BGS. Yeah, we're there now. So black women and white men are advocating for eugenics on black men. So let's say that again. White men and black women are advocating for eugenics on black males. Black boys, unborn black boys. Yeah, that part. Right? So I'll truly pause right here. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Y'all go check out other Black Manosphere content, other non-Manosphere content, so y'all don't sound like these ladies that can't keep a friendship together. Maybe one of the reasons why men keep friends is because we watch a lot of anime that talks about loyalty and friendship and all that other stuff. You know, all the Japanese content that speaks about friends and, you know, duty and responsibility and, yeah, all of that good stuff. And fighting for one and not being selfish and, you know, all of that good stuff. Keisha Goebbels. Trell. Right? Who was the mad scientist again? Was it Goebbels? There's a couple of the notable Nazis that I get them mixed up, but yeah. So, you know, I'll truly pause right here. Y'all have a great rest of that. Was funny, Trell. That was funny. Adolf Keisha. Keisha Hitler. Oh man. All right, yo, I'm out. Y'all have a great day. That was funny, Trell. Trell with the last haymaker. All right. Have a great day, y'all. I should be coming back later on tonight. All right, everyone. Mr. Z out.